When you see these, it means the seasoning on this cast iron pan has degraded a lot. So in this case, we should reduce the seasoning. You can't really fix it. Alright folks, we're gonna fix the the seasoning on this cast iron. As you can see, it flakes quite seriously over time. I'll show you, like on my hand, there is some seasoning as well. I think it's to a point of no return. I kind of fixed it before, but at some point you just need to redo it. And I did it before using a piece of sandpaper. And today I've got some power tool going on. And also different is last time I used a kitchen oven, and this time I'm gonna use this barbecue grill. So it's not gonna smell bad inside the home. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heat up the cast iron pan and then just use this wire brush cup to uh, remove the seasoning on the bottom here. On the side we don't use it and it's in good shape too, so we don't need to do them. And this is from Harbor Freight Tools. Just one more thing. I found that the number one thing that killed my seasoning both times is sugar-based marinade. The sugar is gonna burn, over time. And you see, last time since we restored the grate, it's rusty again, so it's not worth it to do the work. All right, well, we'll remove the seasoning from the cast iron pan. All right, this is the tool we're gonna use today. An electric drill from Ryobi with a wire brush cup that we used to restore the grate last time. Let's see. We're gonna get going. So I'm not sure what those are. I'm hoping it's not rust. Probably not. Just seasoning maybe. Okay, so it's pretty easy to get to get 80% there, but the rest is quite difficult. I'm not gonna remove all this, all seasonings on the side because I rarely use the side and it just won't cause any problem. Now I'll switch to hand tools to remove the rest. Now I have been sanding this down. Sanding has two purposes. One is it removes the rest of the old seasoning. Like I'll remove everything in the middle eventually using hand tools, and then also we need to sand the sides so it smooths out, so the new seasoning can bond with it a little bit more easily. Okay, I have been trying to sand this down, and the look pretty much doesn't matter. You need to make sure the surface is very smooth. So I think this is good to go. I'm gonna go in and wash it and wipe it down, and then I'll start redo the seasoning. Okay, now I have washed it and wiped it down. So now we're gonna, just put this on top of the grill, which is on to to fully dry this cast iron pan, and then we'll season it. So now we're gonna use grapeseed oil to rebuild the seasoning. So just use a little bit. And this is just a paper towel, tiny little bit. And make sure, again, we're focusing on the bottom. The sides doesn't matter. And the reason why it doesn't matter is it never breaks, at least for me. So it's always the bottom. Make sure there's a very thin layer of oil on the bottom, and then you go up to the side. The sides is going to be okay anyways. So make sure the bottoms is good. So there's a thin layer of oil there now for sure, right? So as you can see, within literally 5 minutes, it went over like 360. Now it's 370 degrees already. So now, once it hit 400, we need to lower the temperature. Like half of this will be enough. No, so you save a lot of propane. You see now it's 380. So quite literally, every minute it's gonna go up by 20 degrees now. Okay, now it has reached 400 degrees. We need to lower the temperature. So there's no way you need more than 400 degrees. I can guarantee you that. Last time I probably did 300 for a long time. So let's have it. And then we'll see if it go way back down, right, to 300, then we'll just dial it up a little bit, but I really doubt. Once it hit this temperature, it's gonna stay. So since we dialed it down a little bit, it went up by another 10 degrees. So we'll just continue to lower the, the supply of propane and find that sweet spot. You don't want to waste propane on this when it's not necessary. I think maybe what we should do is to go all the way to low and see what's up. Okay, so it's still not moving. I'll be here watching this for now. Okay, so it's moving down. Let's see how far back it's gonna move. This is so interesting. We're shooting for 350 minimum. Okay, I have been waiting here for a while. So once we dialed it down to low, so it went back to about 400, and then it went down a little bit and bounced back to 400. So the winning formula will be, fire up the grill, wait till it passes 400 degrees, then dial it down to low, and just hang there for an hour. Okay, so it's been an hour on low. So sometimes it's 395 degrees, sometimes it's 410. So it works. All right, then now we're gonna shut this off momentarily, and then we'll apply a second coat. So this is it after an hour, and you see the coating is working. So it's gonna be like this, yellowish, amber color. And now we'll apply a second layer of coating. Last time I removed the rim, the old seasoning on the side as well, so it looks a little bit better, but I do think this can work. So I'll apply a second layer. Again, it's the same drill. So just a little drop. Just like that should be enough, and then we'll wipe it down. Okay, and then now we'll just wipe it down slightly. The pan is really hot, so be careful, pay attention. Okay, now we got the second layer on, and then I also wipe the oil on all over the skillet. So we'll see. Okay, so now this is the second trip. We'll ignite this again. We'll start this. Alright, it's on. So we'll leave it on high for a while till it reach 400 degrees, and then we can switch this to low. So this is right after the second trip is done. I'm gonna do a third trip now. Just to show you that it's not dirty anymore, you see? Some oil, and then it's really clean at this point. Alright, the whole thing is covered by rapeseed oil. See, it looks really good now. And now we're gonna cook this for another 1 hour and then we'll use it, okay? Alright, now the third trip has concluded, and don't worry about the look, the most important thing is whether or not it's smooth. So as far as I can tell, it's really smooth. So you can see the blemish, or just the surface is not the same color, but as I touch it, it's pretty smooth.